All right, all right. It looks like we are live. Happy Thanksgiving, YouTube. And thank y'all for tuning in to the Katie Talk One on One show. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your family, and I hope you got full on turkey, dressing, and everything else. All right, so we about to get into it. So as you guys know, Suki Hana baby father, he goes by the name of Guap Star, and that's Star with three R's. So that's his name. He had a whole sit down with TashaK discussing his baby mother. But before I get off into that, I'm gonna go ahead and get off into this breaking exclusive news. I ended up getting this from the Shade Room. It was a few hours ago, about 2 hours ago. As you guys know, Diddy, he ended up dealing with the situation with Cassie by settling out of court. He settled like within 24 hours, but it looks like there's another lawsuit coming down the pipe on your boy Diddy, aka Brother Love. So they ended up posting this, and it says that Diddy is accused of SA and also drugging a woman following a date back in 1991. So this was whoa, that was before you were born, wasn't it, Majestic?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Oh yeah, y'all. Welcome. You know my co-host Majestic. She will be my co-host for today. How you doing, Majestic?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. So, girl, let me
That's
read this.
good.
So it says Diddy has been hit with another lawsuit. The mogul was accused in the Manhattan Supreme Court lawsuit of essaying a woman he ended up drugging on a date back in 1991. In one of
Man, it's
the lawsuits brought under the New York Adult Survivors Act. So I don't know if you guys know, but that Survivors Act that they have in New York, um I think the date is coming up to expire. If I'm not mistaken, I think the date expires tomorrow on Friday. So that's why you're probably
mm,
hearing about a whole slew of people coming up against a lot of people dealing with the sexual assault thing. So it says,
right.
yeah, according to the New York Daily, the in the complaint, her name is Joy Dickerson Neal, also accused Diddy, born Sean Combs, of filming the attack. So he actually filmed it.
Oh
That's,
wow.
isn't that just sick? And
Very.
it's let's see, he filmed the attack. The reports state that the alleged victim is a former Syracuse University student. So she was a college student at the time. Dickerson Neal
Mhm.
says that Sean Combs assaulted her after they had dinner at Wall's restaurant in Harlem. And he invited her back to his place, to his studio. Let's see. Dang, is that all?
See, that's something that's odd to me. So
Why
basically,
do you
they
think
were on a date.
why do you think it's odd?
I don't know because I feel
Do you feel like the
like
whole due
it's.
date or something like that? Do you find that weird, or what do you find weird about this situation?
I find it weird because even though I feel like Diddy is a weird or sus person.
Yeah, he is
Um,
weird.
like with the Cassie situation, it's crazy how that came out after the Cassie situation,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She was
and
pretty
like,
detailed. It don't. Let me look at my phone and see if this, because sometimes my computer won't let me stroll for some reason. I'm gonna see
right,
if this report goes further, because I was just when I ended up seeing the glimpse of it. Hey, what's up? 32 years later. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Cause Majestic, that was before you was even born, wasn't it?
yes,
What year were
definitely,
you born?
2000.
Oh yeah, this was way before you was born. So yeah, this was a while ago. Let me click on this though, because I know I had inboxed it to you. I'm trying
Mhm.
to see some more details because I was just gonna say when I seen a glimpse of it, I ended up going on. I think it was Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe was talking about it, but he went off into some more details. So let me see. Is it something on here that I'm forgetting as far as the details go? So basically that's all I say. I'm thinking, but let me make sure. Okay, so this was from Shade Room. Okay, so yeah, he was part of. Okay, so he took her to the restaurant in Harlem. The lawsuit states that. Okay, so this was the last part that I was missing right here. I knew it was something. So it says the lawsuit states that Colin fed her drugs that put her in a physical state where she could not independently walk. So y'all gotta watch it when you out
But
on these dates with these men. You gotta watch yourself.
yeah,
Um,
you do have to watch yourself. But about this situation, I don't know because it's kind of iffy. I guess they figured that if they could come with a little story, that he'll settle that in court for them
Oh
within
yeah, this
24 hours.
how fast he settled with her. Because this is one thing about it, and you know, people are drawing back from P Diddy right now. He had his he had something planned at an event, and it was with I'm trying to think who was supposed to be at that event. Was it J Lo? It was somebody supposed to be at some event that he had planned in New York, but the last minute they canceled on him and he wasn't able to go. And then he had a brand deal. His clothes, you know, he got the Sean John clothing line. I'm not for sure if
Right.
anybody even wears Sean John anymore, but he had the clothing line, and they ended up canceling his clothing line. So they took P Diddy clothes out of their store.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's looking like people are trying to pull away from him for some reason. But most definitely, when this story has some updates, I will be coming with more. Okay, girl, let's get off into this interview that TashaK had with Suki Hana, baby father. Girl, I know you're familiar with Suki Hana, right?
Yes, very, very.
Okay. And her real name is Destiny. So yeah, Destiny baby father came out and he did a whole interview with Tasha K. They just posted it today. So starting out, Sukihana baby father. If you guys wanted to follow him, his name is Guap Star, and it's GWAPSTA, and it's three R's, RRR, all the way at the end. Okay, so Guapstar, he is a rapper. Like he's like Jamaican or Trinidadian or something like that.
Yeah, Jamaican.
He's Jamaican. So he starts out the interview basically saying that Suki Hana, she chose to be a single mom. He said he has always basically been in his children's life, and he went on to say that you know he began, like, I think they ended up meeting in 2015, and he said, like, starting off, how he ended up meeting her. He met her at a video shoot, and later on,
Mm-hmm.
after the video shoot, they ended up having an event at his home, and he said they met up then, you know. And starting out,
Mm-hmm.
Suki Hana actually introduced. And what do you think about this, Majestic? When it comes to people introducing you to people and then they end up kicking it with the person, don't you think that was weird?
Yeah, it was very weird.
Cause you know what, I'm not even gonna lie. I've had females introduce me to guys that, like, after me and the guy got together, like they be flirting with him and stuff. So I just found it weird. And she introduced
Right.
him and then she told him, "Oh, I'm gonna take you from her." So I don't think they were dating though. I think he just met that girl because Suki introduced him. And I think they probably slept together once, twice, or something. But yeah,
Right.
they end up
That's
kicking.
what I'm getting from it.
Yeah. So it looks like so Guwap said that they were actually dating for 4 years. Yep, he slept with the friend and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
he said once he got off into a relationship with her, he realized how clingy she was. I've been in relationships with clingy guys. I don't like that. Like I
Yeah,
like
it gets agitating sometimes.
it is agitating to want to have somebody just up under you all the time.
Right.
So yeah, he said
Yes.
she was really, really clingy. He said when he ended up meeting Sukihana, she was 21, he was 25, so he 4 years older than him.
Mhm.
And then he went on to say they ended up moving from Delaware to Atlanta. And keep in mind,
Right.
Sukihana had a son by another man when he met her, so she already had one child when she was 21.
Mhm.
So when they
Mhm.
left Delaware and ended up moving to Atlanta, he said they were really struggling. Okay, keep in mind when they moved to Atlanta, he said, you know, Suki was like on her stuff, like she was going to school, she was doing hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in hair school, she was doing hair on the side, and
Nail.
yeah, she was doing nails and doing hair. What's up with your bougie Barbie? And she shouted out to the guests. She shouted you out, Majestic. Welcome to the
Hello.
chat. Welcome to the chat. I hope y'all enjoying y'all Thanksgiving out there too. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up when you come through the building. So yeah, it looked like it started out she was clingy, you know. She was in school, she was doing hair, she had goals and dreams and stuff. And he said just
Right.
all of a sudden, after they just got locked in a relationship, he said she dropped out of school and she just wanted to be up under him all the time. And that right there, that's what you don't do. Like you don't throw your life to the wayside to throw it all into a man. Because at the end of the day, when that man gone, your life's gonna be gone too.
Right. But my question is, what did he do to make her comfortable enough to do that?
Yes, that's
So
true.
you can't
You
just
know what?
call
He probably
somebody
just showed her he was down for her and he rhymed with her.
right. And a lot of people do get comfortable by that.
Yes, you get comfortable, but one thing about it, even if you know you have a guy to have your back, you still got to stay on your stuff as a woman.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, because you don't want a man like it's cool for you to need your man, but you shouldn't have to just fully throw your life to the side and just be so dependable.
Right.
I don't know, and I think it puts a woman in a position when she does that. It put a woman in a position where a man have a lot of power over her.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's true also.
Yes, because you know I can even remember, you know, not trying to get off the story and that, but you know I can remember back when I met my first son and father. You know, I was 21, he was 22, and you know
Mhm.
he had his hustle going and he was working and everything. He had, you know, his money coming in and
Mhm.
stuff. But man, I still was working. I still kept me
Right.
a job. I still got up in the morning, jumped in the shower, and left for work, came back 5 in the afternoon, got off work, you know, cooked, and we spent time together after I went to work. Okay,
Okay.
what Pac used to say, you can run the streets with your thugs. I'll be waiting for you until you get through. I'll be waiting. Baby, go on and run them streets. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have you some food cooked, a blunt rolled up, and we're gonna kick it at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
yeah, so they ended up moving to Atlanta, and girl, they were struggling in Atlanta. Keep in mind, she dropped out of school, out of hair school, and he said they were actually staying at a extended stay. I was like,
Yeah.
dang,
See,
extended
I
stay?
I feel like it's okay being in a relationship. If it's not always gonna be hard times and it's not always gonna be good times, but I feel like as a man,
Hmm.
if your woman is not, keeping up her end of the, bargain or whatever as a woman, then that's where you supposed to be the head anyway.
Hmm.
And my thing is he should have got off his ass and
Yep.
did what he had to do to provide.
Yeah, he
That
was
makes
still
her that while
working.
he's speaking on her, it makes him look even worse.
Yeah, that's true. But he did say he was still working and stuff though. So that was good. But at the same time, you gotta think when she was in school, I'm pretty sure she was getting financial aid checks.
Right?
She shouldn't have
Because
dropped
she was in nursing school as well.
out. Right.
Well,
I think she was trying
but
to be a
that
nurse or something, right?
But I don't think you get financial aid in nursing school. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I think if you're going to school for 4 years, you may could qualify. But I know personally, I know when I was in hair school, I did get school checks, so I know that for a
Oh,
fact.
okay.
Yeah, you get school checks in hair school, especially when you have a child. She had a child too, so you know she was getting them school checks. I would have never dropped out of school, girl.
Right.
So so yeah, so she quit her, and then he said after she dropped out of school, okay, he said she ended up getting like little jobs like here and there and stuff like that. He said she did not work. He said every job that she got, she always quit.
Hmm.
She always quit every job. So yeah, so that was that put him in the spot where he had to work even harder, and he would have to work even harder. And then he said it was one day when he got off, he ended up getting off work, he came back to the hotel. And keep in mind, she already had their daughter, and like he said in the story, she got pregnant within 6 months that they were in a relationship. So she got
Right.
pregnant so fast. So she had his daughter and she had the son that she already had. So when he
Right.
got off work, she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the grocery store." And he was like, "Okay," and he didn't think none of it. And then he said that the daughter was like, "Mama, can I come with you?" And no, no, not the daughter, the son, her son that she already
Hmm.
had before she met him was like, "Mama, can I come?" So she was like, "Yeah, come on." He said she left that extended stay hotel with him and his daughter there, and she never came back. And I was like, "What?" So basically, she abandoned the daughter and like left the daughter with him. And the daughter was
Man,
young at this time. And
but that's allegedly.
yeah, this is allegedly because this is just his side of the story. Now I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if Suki Hana, after she get wind of this interview and take a look at this interview, I don't know if she's gonna plan on going to do a sit down interview. But to my knowledge, well, I'm gonna get off here in a little bit. Let me finish this. Okay, so he ended up saying she left. She didn't even come back. She left for the grocery store, didn't come back. Took her son, left her daughter, and he said he had to like he had to like get on the bus, and because I don't even think they had a car. It sounded like they was like really struggling at this time because I don't even think he had a car.
Right.
So he said he was like riding around with his little daughter on the bus. He said she was really like whining. She probably missed her mama too, so she probably was like crying and all that kind of stuff. And,
Hmm.
and then he ended up saying that she ended up calling the police on him and saying that he took the child. So she
Mm.
basically called the police and lied after she abandoned their daughter and left them. She ended up calling the police talking about he took my daughter. And I'm like, what the heck?
Right. If all of this is true that he is saying,
Uh,
because Suki Hana, she's not how she used to be. She's more, she's getting more known.
yeah, yeah. She more
She's blowing up. So when you watching her blow up, well, when you're seeing that she done blew up, why are you just now reaching out, having interviews, trying to
well,
talk about the situation? What I got from the whole interview was that he still wanted her.
you think he still want
Yes.
her? I know he was talking about how he don't like all this surgery she got. Did you see that
Yeah.
part? He showed Tasha the old pictures of how she used to look.
Yes, I seen that part.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he liked the person she became. Oh, and that gets off into what I was just about to talk about too, Majestic. When he was like, she looked better before all the surgery and stuff. He ended up saying that he feels like Suki Hana is a part of the agenda of pushing the the ratchet black woman. He feel like she pushing
Hmm.
agenda, and he was like and it's basically like he said she has gotten so lost in the character that she don't even know who
Forgot
she.
who she really was.
Yeah, because that wasn't even like she not. He said she wasn't even like that. She's not like ratchet like that in real life. It's just her getting a check is why she acts like this.
Right.
Yeah, so he's saying he feel like she is pushing an agenda against the black woman and not for the betterment, for the worse. He ended up saying that he ended up saying after I guess she called the police on him. Somehow it sounded like she sweet talking because they ended back up together, I think. But I remember him
Right.
saying when they got back together that she didn't get back in school. She didn't go out and get a job. She actually started she started dancing. She hit the pole. So he said she
Mhm.
she ended up hitting the pole and started stripping and stuff. And then he ended up saying, she was hanging with some girls at the club, some girls that used to be involved in, selling their snatch. So
Right.
yeah, and Majestic, did you hear the part when he said she was supposedly met up with some dude in Miami, some dude in Florida, and
Yeah.
supposed to buy some stuff from her, and I think
Mhm.
this around with him, and he didn't pay her the money.
Right.
So
I seen that part.
Suki Hana then hooked up with some trick that was supposed to pay her, and he then ran off. And then she go calling Guwap
Him.
to beat the dude up.
Mhm.
So she
So
wanted him
my thing,
to book that trick.
my thing is about that part. Now he's complaining about all this stuff and trying to slightly throw her under the bus. Why did she feel comfortable enough to tell him, well, to let him know that she need him to beat the other dude up who ran off
Oh,
on
it's
her?
'cause she didn't tell him the full story. Keep in mind when he said she was just telling him that the dude was messing with him. She didn't really tell him the full business of what
Oh,
happened. But
okay.
he said he ended up finding out because he said he ran back into that girl she used to dance with at that club. And later on, he ended up finding out, oh, you remember that time when Destiny had you to fight that dude? There was a trick that didn't pay her. And he like, what? I was like,
Man.
oh my God. And he was just speaking on women that do stuff like that could put, a lot of men in danger.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I was like, oh wow. And then I'm feeling like this. She must have been really new. I ain't never been no street woman, no street walker, but from from what I heard, you always supposed to get your money first. Okay.
Yeah, that's from what I heard as well.
Yeah, you're supposed to get your money first. You're not supposed to sit down and you lay down with him and he haven't gave you no money. And
Mm.
and then he said that she lost hold on, let me drink a little water. She ended up he ended up saying that first time that they ended up going to court, she ended up losing her
Right.
yeah, she lost her rights up in the court and stuff.
Mhm.
And then he said that she had ended up taking her daughter's name off of all of the accounts. I don't know. I guess I don't know if the dude had like a bank account set up for the daughter or something, but somehow her daughter's name had been taken off the accounts. And I remember even though like they blurred the daughter face out, but it was a little video of her FaceTiming her father on the phone in the little
In
room
the closet.
like blurred out. Yeah, she was sitting in the closet.
Mhm.
No, that was sad. She like she missed her father.
Right.
I think that's some proof that she is holding that baby back from him. What you think, Majestic?
Yeah, I feel like there could be some proof.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I do.
like I say, a lot of women are spiteful. A lot of women do things for evil reasons.
Yep, that's true. And then he ended up saying that he's really trying to actually resolve things with Suki. He said that he's trying to resolve things with her, and he is very open to have a co-parenting relationship with her.
And see, that's where the court part comes in. Like, he has all his paperwork that validates everything, and I'm pretty sure the judge can see the rap sheet as well. My thing is, if you have custody of your kids and everything, and you not being able to see your kids, you basically feel like your kids are taken away from you. You have that right, and you have the authority to go up to the courthouse and do whatever you need to do. And that's why I say it could be a thing that he sees that she's blowing up.
Oh
And
yeah,
like you say, he is
like a little
an
money.
artist. Huh?
I can't really say it's a money grab because the paperwork that Tasha read, he do have custody.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that it's the money situation. I'm saying that he's trying to build up his
His
since she didn't blew up. Huh?
You think he probably kept clout chasing off her name?
Yes, when you have the paperwork in your hand, you can go up to the court and tell them that you're not seeing your kids and everything, and you have custody of them and everything, and do everything the legal way. But instead, you want to come over to a
So Tasha K,
platform, huh?
he want to come over to Tasha K on YouTube and do an interview.
Exactly, knowing that Tasha K and Suki don't have a good history.
Yeah, they don't get along. You're right about that. Tasha and Suki don't get along. And and then this something else that he ended up saying too. He said he said when he was trying to when he first had the kids, before she came and took them back, he said he was trying
Hmm.
to reach out to her and get birth certificates, social security cards, and stuff like that, and she would not give him anything. And I was like, damn. And then she was like, well, you the daddy now, figure it out. And he said that it was a good maybe 3 years that Suki went without even talking to her kids. He said that it was birthdays and everything that went by, Christmases that she didn't even like call the kids. Do you remember when he said that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so he said it was birthdays and Christmases that went by. They didn't like phone calls, and I was just like, oh, that's crazy. So yeah, he said that she did not keep in contact with the kids, and he went on to say that he couldn't. Oh yeah, he ended up saying when she was with Bill, you remember the fiance Bill?
Yes, yes. They
Yeah,
actually have a leaked
her
sex tape.
leg.
You say what?
She got Bill name tattooed on the back of her legs. Kill
Oh
Bill.
yeah. Everybody know who Bill is.
And girl, don't you know when after Suki interview with Tasha and Suki and Bill ended up calling off their engagement, they ended up breaking up. Tasha K interviewed Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when they end up falling out. Girl, that video with Bill got more views than the one she did with Suki.
Right,
Yeah, that
right.
that Kill Bill interview Tasha did, it got like 500 some thousand. Yeah, about a half mil views. It got a bunch of views. And
Yeah, it did.
and then girl, they ended up talking getting off into discussing Dr. Umar. You heard that situation with Dr. Umar. Do you know everything that went on with Suki and Dr. Umar Majestic?
I'm not gonna sit up here and say I looked into the situation, but I know I was scrolling on Instagram and I had seen some things about it.
Uh-huh.
And I know on this interview with Tasha K, her baby father was talking about how he consents that he wanted to have relations with Suki.
Yeah, he wanted to sleep with Suki, but that's a Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar be talking all that woke stuff, but I don't know if Dr. Umar just live what he talking about. But yeah, he said he actually talked to Dr. Umar, about Suki, he was just talking about how Dr. Umar was speaking on how he went through the same stuff with his baby mother. So I guess he could kind of relate to what Guwap was going through with Suki. And
Mm-hmm.
and he just felt like Dr. Umar just wanted to sleep with her. Now, you know what? When he ended up saying that, that kind of made me feel like he probably do want her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, why he concerned about who want to sleep with her? But anyway,
Right.
so yeah, and then Tasha got off into, she started talking about Dr. Umar and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I know some years back, Tasha actually reached out to Dr. Umar, and Tasha wanted to interview Dr. Umar, but he actually turned her down. Um, and I don't know. I'm guessing probably she probably couldn't come up with enough dirt against him, so there was
Mm-hmm.
Jose made after he turned her down, but it's probably coming. It's probably coming down the pipeline. So y'all be looking out for TashaK to possibly expose Dr. Umar in the future. So
Oh, I sense that that's coming real soon.
girl, yes ma'am. So he ended up saying, "Oh yeah." So this what made Suki Hana lose her parental rights. This what made her lose custody because what ended up causing her to lose custody is because she did not show up to court. And you automatically go into default when you don't show up to court.
Right.
And then he said, Suki, I guess she ended up buying like a house in Atlanta. She bought a house
Mm-hmm.
in Atlanta, and in the courts in Atlanta, she was actually on the paper. They actually have her down for parental kidnapping. And yeah, so she got on paper for parental kidnapping. So I guess like whenever them police or whatever catch up to her, it sounds like she probably going to jail.
Yes.
For
Very
sure.
much so. But my thing is, I don't know because Suki posts often and everything. Like
Like why
she's
haven't
not,
they caught her?
huh?
That's the same thing I was thinking. She posts a lot. Why haven't they caught her?
Exactly.
And then
That's what I want to know.
Tasha. Now this was kind of funny when Tasha said, "Did you know she was in special ed?" And I was like, "What they got to do with anything?"
Right.
He was like, "Well, I know she had homeschool, but I didn't know nothing about no special ed or nothing like that." But yeah, that was just funny that Tasha brought that up. So yeah, Goo Wop, he said he actually has 6 kids. This Suki baby father, he actually is married and he got 6 kids. He pulled
There
out his
was
paperwork.
his ex-wife. He's no
Uh,
longer married.
oh, he no longer married.
No, he's no longer married.
Oh, okay. So yeah, well, he got 6 kids. He got a lot of kids, honey. And them a lot of
A
kids.
lot.
So yeah, he ended up showing the paperwork, and the paperwork that actually showed, that he has custody. He is the main custodial parent. And the most recent court date was the 29th of December in 2022. So that was just a year ago. That was just a year ago. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little kind of dry little interview. It was a little boring, but he dropped a lot of information that we did not know about Sukihana.
Right.
So what do
But
you all
but
think?
the information that we received is allegedly. It's
Yeah,
it's
it
it's
is,
alleged.
but
Right.
the court paper, those are receipts.
Yeah. But then again, we didn't see those papers up close.
No,
So
I didn't
we
see
not,
that I want to go on TashaK platform and see did she post anything because they got to blur out personal information and whatnot. But I want to see did he like let her see because she was reading out the little receipts. She was reading it,
yeah, that is true.
but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. But yeah, like you said, this is all allegedly because all we have heard was his side of the
His
story.
side.
We haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard her side. Now, Suki
Right.
Hana, you're being called to the forefront to respond within 24 hours. You can contact I know you had the interview with Armand Wiggins. Hit up Armand and do an interview about your baby father and everything that he has said about you.
Right.
So it's time for us to hear what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? And whenever if she decides to come out, because you never know, her PR team will probably tell her don't respond and whatnot. But I just want to see.
Right.
I want to see what Suki got to say because this is three sides to every story. It's his side, her side, and then it's the truth.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
So, do you know what your off days are next week, Majestic?
Mine, mine, I'm off Monday. Same this week.
Okay, because
I'm
I,
off
I
Monday.
actually had a couple of ideas of a show in mind. I know one of the shows I wanted to do, I wanted to talk about Mama's Boys.
Mhm.
And another topic I wanted to talk about are two parent homes overrated? Us
Oh,
single parents get a lot of flack, but
uh huh.
we do also see some people raised in two parent households, and the results are not very good.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I actually have a show coming up next week, and I think I'm gonna probably do it either Tuesday or Wednesday. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. So we're gonna do that. Our single parent homes, our
Yeah.
two parent homes overrated. So y'all don't want to miss that. Y'all go ahead, share this out to your Facebooks and share it out, and most definitely sub to the channel if you have not, and hit that like button when you come through. And thank y'all for tuning in. Majestic, thank you for being my co-host.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope to see you back soon, girl.
All right.
And y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.